Bad parenting can have a lasting impact on the child, and often the damage is irreversible. So the question is, does bad parenting really exist? It seems to be a myth to most parents because parents do not want anything bad for their kids. Of course, no one wants to be called bad, right? Unfortunately, bad parenting exists. Parents sometimes indulge in bad habits, leaving a long-lasting effect on the child. Really? Yes, it could be unintentional, but the damage is done. Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Mfon. So today I am standing and you can see all the decorations in my kids' room. So if you see any toy popping up, it is what it is. So today we are going to look at 20 signs that you are a bad parent. I am not calling you bad, but if you find yourself doing this, there's room for change. So there are things that people have done in the past and they didn't know that they are bad. But since you are here to learn, please make effort to change it because it has a long-lasting effect. Please watch this video to the end because you might not know what is coming next. I have 20 lists of things that, growing up, it was very normal. But now I'm a mom, I see that those things were very, very wrong that our parents do because honestly, I have experienced like almost all of this. This is why I do what I'm doing, to help parents raise healthy children. Those things were not healthy and the effect it has on children can be irreversible. So to start with, I would like to define what bad parenting is. The definition of bad parenting is not a single act of poor nurturing. Sometimes we all make mistakes, nobody is perfect, but rather a series of such actions that invariably harm the child's demeanor and psychology. The fact is, many parents do not realize that these things are wrong since their actions were unintentional, or perhaps they are too busy to learn to be an active parent. I've actually heard somebody say, "Oh, I don't read books to take care of a child." So some parents don't just want to learn. That's why I say parenting with the future in mind, meaning you should know what to do now so that the future will thank you for it. While a segment of parents does not even care enough, I'll do what I do, nobody talks to me, So these attributes and actions all sum up to refer to bad parenting skills. So what are the signs of bad parenting? Glad you asked. Several parenting incidences point towards being a bad parent. And once again, I'm not calling you bad, but here are some unintentional things you could be doing to fit the label of being a bad mother or father. Number one, setting poor examples. Children learn habits, whether good or bad, from their parents. Growing up in Nigeria, you see women, married women with children, they will be fighting, they will go physical on the road, and sometimes their kids will be watching them. Listen, your children will become what you are, so be what you want them to be. Period. Number two, little or no discipline. Children who have little or no discipline are left to fend for themselves, which can result in injuries, and also a child who does not understand boundaries. Children look up to their parents to define what boundaries are and the consequences that can occur if the child crosses the boundaries. So you are a bad parent if you don't discipline your child, if you don't set rules and boundaries. Number three, strict or rigid discipline. Unlike parents who enforce little to no discipline, parents who practice authoritarian parenting. Authoritarian parenting is, they are very strict. Words like, because I said so, is common. They do not allow their children to explore their world. As in, ask questions, which often leads to a child who becomes fearful and anxious or rebellious. I'm sure you don't want your child to be like that. Months back, I did a video on style of parenting. Authoritarian parenting is also drill sergeant parent. So number four, over and under involvement. Over involvement is when you do everything for the child. Oh, don't worry about it, I'll take over. You don't allow a child to make mistake by doing things. You know, helicopter parent, you swoop in and save the day. You don't allow a child to do anything. Oh, I don't want him to get hurt, I don't want him to do anything. That's not right. Such parents is called helicopter parent. And under involvement is when you are not involved in a child's life. Such parent is called uninvolved. You can provide all the things the child needs, but you are not there emotionally to help the child, and that is bad. Number 5, the child is reprimanded even if he spoke the truth. The child did something wrong and acknowledge it. Nevertheless, you scold that child for committing a mistake, but you have forgotten that he was courageous enough to be truthful. When you beat a child or you're overly angry when the child say the truth, you are trying to tell the child, even if you say the truth, it doesn't matter, you know, and that is bad. You should also give room for, oh, at least you said the truth. But you know, you can rebuke him for the mistake, but don't overly do it. Number 6, you scold, punish, and hit a child in front of everyone. I mean, there's nothing wrong with correcting a child anytime, anywhere, but you scold him in front of his siblings, cousins, friends, and even neighbors. You even whip him a slap or two. You know, that's bad. And some parents don't know that children can be embarrassed and that children have feelings. That is embarrassing to a child, and that is a sign of bad parenting. Number 7, withdrawing affection and attention. Ignoring a child is telling them that your love is conditional. Oh, I love you because of this, I love you because of that. You know, withdrawing affection because a child does not do what you want the child to do causes similar harm. These types of behaviors can cause a child to have low self-esteem and low confidence, which can result in a child not expressing their needs and wants. Number 8, shaming. Whether in public or in private, children who are continually shamed can develop issues with perfection and a fear of failure. This can lead to depression or anxiety. Yes, there are some parents, they don't care. They can shame you anywhere. And you know, they're like, I'm the parent, I'm the boss. You know, it's my child, I can do whatever I want. That's not right. Number 9, physically intimidating the child. OMG. This is what African parents are good at. You know, you raise your hand, or worse, show your fist. Show a fist every time your child does something wrong. Intimidation has become your primary tool to discipline your child, right? Irrespective of the physical or mental impact it has on him, cultivating a fear towards you to control the child is just like bullying, which is quite a pathetic thing. Yes, you have a child and you bully a child. You say you love the child, and the best thing for you to do is hit the child all the time, intimidating the child. I will beat you, you know, because you're older. But you don't like it if your spouse lay hands on you, right? Or you don't like it if another adult beats you at will. So we say we love our kids, but we beat them all the time. That's a bad parenting. Number 10, are you the type of parent that give more advice, less encouragement? All you do is tell him or her how to do things. For example, you should wake up early for better grades, Joe. Or, you know, rather than encourage him with a positive word, like, you're far more intelligent, sweetie. I'll help you wake up to get better grades. Yes, you know, you can use your words differently. Instead of being hurtful, you can encourage. Number 11, not supportive when he needs you the most. When I use the word he, I'm talking of he or her. Sometimes I just want to be fast. So not supportive when your child needs you the most. It could be your child's school examination time when he needs a lot of support from you, but you focus on your official work or another commitment, you know, which makes the child feel neglectful. Number 12, there is always a comparison to someone else. It is good to set positive role models for your child, but always comparing him with someone, especially a sibling or a child next door, is a sign of bad parenting. Very accurate, because I've seen parents say, oh, your mate is taking first position, why are you not taking first position? Which is very bad. Number 13, you are never proud of your child's achievement. You know, as a parent, you're supposed to be happy for your child, but you know, express no excitement or joy when your kid comes home beaming with pride. about his win in a contest. For example, in Nigerian homes, when you have like 85, which is like a B, your parents will say, oh, why didn't you have 100? Why didn't you have 95? Why didn't you make A? Oh, whoa, the kids that have A's, do they have 2 heads? But there was a time this child was a C grade and this child moved up to a B grade. You should be excited, not compare, not show that, oh, those people that make A, they are better than you. That is a sign of a bad parent. Number 14, always having a criticizing tone. You see everything the child does in a negative light and always criticizing that child is not right. Number 15, make no effort in understanding and respecting their feelings. Oh, African parent, thumbs up, because who cares? Are you the one buying food? Are you the one paying rent? Are you the one paying water bill? Are you the one paying electricity bill? Behave yourself. So you spend a lot of time in teaching good things, but never spare a moment to understand your child's opinion and feelings. Every time your child shares something, you rule it out as gibberish or childish and do not take it seriously. Oh, it's a child that is talking. Oh, who is talking? This one was born yesterday, so he doesn't have anything to offer. So you feel that the child's feeling is useless or the child is lying. That's one of the signs of a bad parent. 16, not showing the right way of doing things. Some parents believe that, oh, you're supposed to know it now. It is not just showing the path, but also working with the child for the first few steps. Investing more in actions than in words. For example, my son is learning to wash plates. I do it alongside with him until he's able to do it by himself. 17, the child is never offered a choice. Of course, parents decide everything for their children, from the school they attend to the clothes they wear. Because we make major decisions, we tend to get rigid to the point that we forget to give a choice to the child. That makes the child yearn for other things. And in some cases, that child will not hesitate even to steal. And because you don't allow the child to make choice, you might end up not trusting him or her to make the right decisions in life. Number 18, pampering to the point the child becomes arrogant. Yes, it is nice to shower attention and materialistic love, but not so much that the child becomes a spoiled brat. He takes everything for granted. He doesn't understand the value of anything. I made mention of this in one of my videos. So this makes the child has entitlement attitude, pretentious. He wants everything to be done for him. He's so spoiled, which leads to the formation of a negative social image. Everybody must, do things for him. So if you are getting value out of this, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, comment down below how this video has helped you. Giving short, grumpy answers. A child needs guidance through wise and comforting words. But instead, you choose to respond harshly and in a grumpy way that leaves the child confused and disappointed. For example, maybe you are busy doing something and your child wants to ask you, please, excuse me, leave me alone. Can't you see I'm tired? You started raining down your frustration on that child. A child's sincere question deserves an answer. So if you don't have the time, you can say, please give me 1 second. That's what I say to my daughter. Hold on a bit. I'll get back to you and I'll definitely answer a question. 20, help solve even the smallest problems. What you think is so minute can be important to a child. So it is good to hold the child's hand, but not to the point that the child is unable to do anything on his own. It is good to help the child, but there are some things you just sit back and allow the child do it. This is where I'm going to stop today. My next video is going to be good parenting versus bad parenting, because you might be thinking, okay, this is all the bad things I've done. How am I going to know which one is good? So that video is coming up. So if you like the video, once again, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe to my channel for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.